Hi, my name is Janine, and I wanted to talk to you a few minutes today about Operation Christmas Child. Some of you may have seen me in the back of the room 2 Sundays ago passing out our shoe boxes, as well as talking a little bit about the ministry, which is what I wanted to do today and give you a little bit more details on how to pack your box, when it needs to be back to the church, and things like that. So first of all, if those of you who have never heard about Operation Christmas Child, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about this ministry. So what they do is the Samaritan's Purse is the ministry, and they take these shoe boxes that are all nicely packed all over the world to children who have probably never received a gift their entire lives. And so what we do here in the U.S. is we pack them for these children. And we ship them off to Operation Christmas Child, and they take them all over the world to kids in need. We pack things that are necessities, hygiene items, things of that nature. We pack school supplies, and we pack fun things that kids would love to get for a present on Christmas morning. But most importantly, when they receive this tangible gift, they also received the greatest gift, which is the gospel. Every child who receives a physical gift, shoebox, also gets this tract, which basically lays out the entire gospel for them in their heart language. Once they finish with learning about this, they have the opportunity to go through a 12-week discipleship program where if they accept Christ into their lives, they are discipled for 12 weeks, and they get to go through this again in their own language, which lays out basically just the fundamental doctrine of Christianity and what it means to be a Christian. Once they finish this, they receive their very own New Testament in their language, which in most families, this is the one and only book that their family will ever get. So how amazing is that it's the book? This is one of the reasons I love this ministry, because they are very intentional with sharing the gospel with children, and then those children go home and share it with their families. Those families share it with their neighbors, and Operation Christmas Child has just seen over and over again where whole communities receive the gospel and are saved. Another reason why I love this ministry is because our kids, can participate in it. There is not a lot of ministries out there that kids can volunteer with, but how amazing is it that our children can go to Target, Walmart, the dollar store, and pick out tangible gifts for a child their age. It makes a big difference for them. It allows them to get outside of their own little world and really learn what it means to be giving. And I love that aspect of it. My kids have had such a fun time each and every year packing shoe boxes for kids around the world. One really cool thing that Operation Christmas Child does is once you pack your box, you're going to include with it a $9 shipping fee. For every box needs a $9 shipping fee. And we will give you a little tag inside the box that allows you to pay for the shipping online. And when you do that, you're allowed to track your box, which is really cool. You'll get an email within the next month or two telling you where your box ended up. And that's a really cool opportunity to then share that with your children, if you have children, and so that they can see and learn a little bit about the country that their box went to. So that's a little bit about Operation Christmas Child in a nutshell. So as far as what to pack, there's a few do's and a few don'ts. So like I mentioned earlier, do include hygiene items. So in my box here, I've got 4 toothbrushes. And why 4, you might ask? Because last year, my husband and I got the opportunity, my family and I, got the opportunity to go hear an adult who had received a shoebox. And he had said that a lot of times the whole family needs these hygiene items, and especially toothbrushes. So if you include one, that's great, but most likely the whole family is then going to be sharing that one toothbrush. So he encouraged us to put multiple toothbrushes in it. So that's why I have 4 in there. I've got some socks. I've got some silverware. These are just ideas. They're not hard, fast rules. So basic hygiene items, some soap and a washcloth I've included in mine. And then one do include is school items, school supplies. A lot of kids in third world countries do not have the opportunity to go to school if they can't supply their own their own school supplies to do it. So we make up these little school bags. It's got the pencils, the erasers, the markers, the highlighters, things of that nature, glue sticks. So something like that is great, but any school supplies are lovely. And then I've just got a lot of fun things too. So a ball, we've got some silly putty in here. This is just a giant balloon that's real bouncy that the kids can blow up. We've got a notebook in here, a puzzle, some stickers, a deck of cards, a fidget spinner. So just a good mix of fun, school supplies, and hygiene items. Just a couple of don't packs. The main one is no liquids of any kind. So even toys that might have liquids in them, those are a no-go. Those will be taken out at the processing center because they can ruin a whole box of boxes in transit if it gets broken. So no liquids of any kind. And then the other big no-no is no food at all. So no candy, even if it's hard solid candy, no snacks, no treats, no food items of any kind. They do include toothpaste in the liquids, so no toothpaste. Toothbrushes are great, but don't put the toothpaste in there. And then the other thing to think about not packing is any war-related items. So some of these boxes go to sensitive areas where the country might be in the middle of war, and Operation Christmas Child just doesn't want that to be a hindrance to the child to bring up any feelings that they would not be a positive experience. So no war items of any kind. But other than that, anything else goes. So just pray as the Lord leads you to pack a box. That's what we do every time before we go shopping. We pray about what the Lord would have us buy there and enjoy packing a box. So I have these boxes in the back of the church from now all the way until collection day, which will be for our church. November 8th is when I need them back. You can bring them back sooner than that. I'll take them any Sunday, but November 8th is our deadline. And if you cannot pick them up at church or you cannot drop them off at church, you can definitely bring them to me personally at my home, and we'll get you the details on how to get my address and things like that. But I am more than happy to give boxes out at my house and take them back. So whatever is easiest for you. But November 8th is our deadline at our church. And then as far as what happens to the boxes after that, my husband and I actually take them to a donation center here in the Valley. And then those go on to a processing center where they look through our boxes and just make sure we didn't include any of those items we're not supposed to. And then they get shipped all over the world, and then you get to hear where your box went. So I think that's it as far as what to pack, what not to pack, but feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about specifics, or come see me at the back on Sundays to grab your box for this season. Thank you guys so much.